Hey there! The Pisces new moon on March 2nd is a Jupiter jackpot. That's because Jupiter, the planet of expansion, opportunity, optimism, and hope, is coupled with both lights, the sun and the moon. This is good news. In fact, this may be our best new moon of the year because of Jupiter's placement. He is bringing opportunity, sudden luck, sudden new business opportunities, prosperity, abundance, personal development, personal growth, expansion of consciousness, new ideas, new energy coming to you from within yourself as well as from your environment. And this is good news. This is very exciting and promising that the Pisces new moon is sitting with Jupiter, ready to bless you and expand you in the area of relationships, friendships, as well as business endeavors, creative endeavors. This is a wonderful time for creativity, spirituality, spiritual growth, spiritual development, the path of the ascension, and what you want to create in this new year. We're still at the beginning of the year. We're only in the beginning of the third month. And I'm recording this on 2/22 in the year 2022. It's a lot of twos here. And the new moon is on a 2 on March 2nd. So I'm really feeling that vibration of partnerships and relationships, new groups forming. It's happening now. Small groups, large groups. It's time we unite together, pool our resources, and create something new. And this is very exciting. So I love bringing you good news. Now, we are on the Pisces-Virgo axis. Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. So this is a time of finishing up because we're getting ready for our new year. In Western astrology, it is based on when the sun enters Aries, which will happen on March 20th. So spring is less than 3 weeks away from this new moon, and that's great news. And so we're counting down the days of winter and getting ready for our new birth in spring. So spring represents the new birth. And in Western astrology, which is what I use, everything comes out of Aries. So when the sun goes into Aries, we have spring equinox in the northern hemisphere, fall equinox in the southern hemisphere, and that is the kickoff of how we do Western astrology. So it's not a sidereal or Vedic, which is based on where the planets are when you look up in the sky. It's based on when the sun enters Aries, and it is also very ancient, and for me has worked authentically for over, I don't even want to say how many decades. I've been into astrology since I was 10 years old. And I've been following astrology ever since I was a kid. I started with Linda Goodman's Sun Sign book because I wanted to understand human behavior. I mean, that's really what drives me in everything I do, whether it's coaching or business, astrology, is why do we do what we do? What drives us? And I have found nothing better than astrology to understand human behavior. In fact, the truth is everything comes out of astrology. In ancient times, that's all we had was astrology. Psychology, astronomy, science, it all comes out of astrology. The Pisces-Virgo axis is the most important of all the signs for self-mastery. It holds the toughest lessons. Pisces rules the 12th house. Virgo rules the 6th house. We will be coming up on the Virgo full moon, which is fantastic also here in March because it's in positive energy flow with Pluto, the first full moon that is in positive energy flow with Pluto this year. Yay, Virgo! So when we come to this line of Pisces, Virgo, it is about, with Pisces, how we get in our own way, how we hold ourselves back, where we give our power away. With Virgo, it's about our Dharma in the world. Everyone has a Dharma. Everyone has a soul mission. Everyone has a purpose for why they are here at this time. For you, it's about being a forerunner to the golden age. It's about being the way showers of the path to the ascension, as well as the great golden age that we are bringing in. And so your Dharma is being here. First and foremost, your presence in the physical at this time, you are anchoring the light. You are anchoring God on earth, goddess on earth. That's your mission. However you choose to share your talents, gifts, and abilities with the world will be shown to you through your own soul's desires, through your own soul's knowing, because the soul knows the contracts. Only your soul knows your contracts. And this is an exciting time because we have this incredible, phenomenal Pisces new moon that is coupled with Jupiter. Now, Jupiter and Neptune are the rulers of Pisces. This is cool too, because having Jupiter and Neptune coupled in Pisces, it really is the event of the year. This Jupiter-Neptune coupling together in Pisces, which goes exact, I believe, in April, and I think it's April 12th. Yes. I know you guys like to quote me here. Got to get those numbers right or I'll hear it. So I do appreciate you keeping me on my toes. So they are together at this Pisces new moon. So you've got the sun and the moon right there with Jupiter. And then Jupiter is approaching Neptune. And he's getting closer and closer. And they go exact on April 12th. So we'll be talking a lot about this over the next few weeks and months, because it really is the astrological event of the year. The last time these two coupled together was in 1856. I have to make sure I've got my numbers straight here. It's a lot of numbers going on. And so you can see this doesn't happen every day. Now, yes, Jupiter moves through all the signs every 12 years. He's in one, he moves through each sign about, once a year. So right now he's in Pisces. Although what's really cool this year too is he moves into Aries in May. And I think it's May 10th. Again, I'm not totally sure. However, he's going into Aries in May, and then he'll retrograde back into Pisces. And then by the end of this year, he'll finish out moving back into Aries for good. So this is a really important time because we want to take advantage of this new moon. Now, the challenge can come in because Pisces is the last sign. So you may not see your manifestations instantly here in Pisces. You may. It depends on where this is taking place in your chart and your own personal divine timing, as well as the timing of others. So the timing that you have with other people that you may be forming partnerships with, or you may be taking a new job with, or you may be making a new friendship, a new love relationship. We all have our own cosmic clock, and the divine cycles move in a way that is right for you. Now, patience isn't my forte, I can tell you. I like to be in action, but that isn't always possible. Here in Pisces, it is about setting your intention for what you want to manifest this year and focusing on your visualization. So with Pisces, it's not so much about action as it is about dreaming. This is the time to dream big. This is the time to imagine what you want in your life, to visualize what you want in your life. So if we want peace in the world, we have to create peace within ourselves. We can't ask for something in the world if we haven't yet figured out how to master our own inner emotions. Here in Pisces is the divine opportunity to come apart from the world, go into nature, listen to music, do what puts you in the space of connecting to the all, connecting to source energy, connecting to spirit. So it's an outstanding new moon to dream and meditate and set your intention for what you want to manifest. This is an outstanding new moon to dream and meditate and set your intention for manifestation, what you want to create in your life. Visualize it. Dream about it. Because with this type of astrology, with Jupiter, Neptune, with Jupiter coupled with the new moon, you could experience your wildest dreams, your wildest expectations. Now, there is the razor's edge with this type of power because you have to watch your thinking. If you go into the negative, your wildest dream can turn into your wildest nightmare. And that's not going to serve anyone. So it's really important that you use your power wisely. With great power comes great responsibility. You are a powerful creator. You were sent here to create. And you want to keep that positive mindset, that positive thinking. Stay out of the negative news. Avoid negative people. Avoid those that create drama to get their energy. And focus on your manifestation. Focus on your dreams coming true. And when you focus on what's right for you, your beautiful dreams, your beautiful manifestation, you are God in action. You are goddess in action. And you will pull it to you much faster than allowing yourself to sink into the lower frequencies, lower vibrations, and therefore negative creations. So we are about the positive here. We are about focusing on our strengths. We're using this time to get ready for the sun shifting into Aries and the birth of the new you, the new year, and things really starting to move fast. We're going to notice that things are going to be speeding up very quickly. So if you've been experiencing delays or frustrations because things aren't happening fast enough, that's going to change here in March very quickly. Once the sun goes into Aries on the 20th of March, we are going to be in a whole new cycle. Here in Pisces, it's like working behind the scenes. So say, life is a drama and the curtain is about to lift here when the sun moves into Aries. Doesn't mean it can't lift in Pisces. Absolutely not. It can. However, traditionally, Pisces is the 12th house. It's the last sign. So you're working behind the scenes. And while we're working behind the scenes, we want to finish up. We want to make sure everything is done, that we're ready to go, that our life is ready to go, so that we've created the space for the new opportunities, the new relationships, the new friendships, whatever your heart's desire, prosperity, abundance, expansion. Because that's what Jupiter is promising. And he's planting the seeds with you here at the Pisces moon. So we want to take advantage of this moon through our visualizations, through practicing the law of allowing. That is, we don't need to fix, save, and rescue others. Now, I'm not talking about profit work or helping the homeless or foster kids. I'm talking about your everyday relationships in your life. You know, the ones you're codependent with. I'm talking about those relationships. Pisces is here to show us that we don't need to fix, save, and rescue. In fact, what I've noticed is when I'm with my friends, they're not even asking for my advice. They just want me to listen. That most of the time what people want is simply to be heard. that we don't have to get our toolbox out and fix the problem. They're not asking for that. They just want to be heard and validated. And once we do that, they come to their own answers. So in Pisces, we want to practice this law of allowing. Allow everyone to come to their own answers, to fix their own problems. That way they become self-masters in their own life. And when we're a self-master, we have developed the mastery we need to ascend. And that's why we're here. Pisces Virgo is the hardest line to master. That's why it's the last house to master, because once you master this, you can ascend off the wheel of karma. So this is a really important time. We are going to be seeing both small and large groups forming. We have Venus and Mars coupled together with Pluto. That's another story. That's another group. And this is really powerful because Mars, Pluto are war energies. This is the energy where those that want to create war take this astrology and they march into invade other countries. And so we're seeing this right now with Mars coupled with Pluto. It's exact at the Pisces new moon on March 2nd. Now, on the one hand, it's a beautiful energy for creativity, passion, purpose, like being focused on your purpose, being balanced in your male and female energies, being balanced in your life. Twin flame energies, one walking the earth, the other in the etheric, holding the balance for you, pulling you up so that you can ascend back to your twin flame. Coupled with Pluto, this is power. With great power comes great responsibility. So it's really important for all of us to gauge our emotions, because if you've been tolerating anything in your life, say you've been putting up with someone who's just been running over your boundaries or disrespecting you in some way, with this energy, you could have an outburst of anger that's been building or brewing below the surface for quite some time. And then all of a sudden, you roar like a lion, take their head off, and everyone's just just decimated by the situation. Go, okay, what just happened here? Who was that person? And it may even surprise you, like, whoa, I didn't even know I was carrying that anger. So that's why it's so important to check in with ourselves and make sure that we're not carrying extra anger, that we're not tolerating. Don't step over any red flags. Don't step over things that you may be tolerating, because this is a really powerful combination. And, I think anger is a healthy release. It's better than depression. It's a higher vibration than depression. So once you get to anger, you're coming out of your depression, but you don't want to direct it at anybody. It's like just go into your own space, shut the door, and then vent. It's like wherever there's no one around you, vent, and then release it so that other people are not experiencing the powerful emotions that you're experiencing. However, at the same time, it is important to look at your relationships and where you may have been giving your power away, tolerating abuse or disrespect. Pluto is bringing this to your attention, and Mars as well, and Venus, they're just like, hey, we deserve so much better, and you are a powerful creator. And if you want to create better relationships, then you need to love yourself more than the need for this person in your life. You need to love yourself more than the need for this group in your life. You need to love yourself more than other people to like you, because that can be a very codependent, dysfunctional behavior where we're giving our power away to other people simply to have them like us. And that's not going to get you to the ascension, and it's not going to get you to healthy relationships or what you want. So here is an opportunity to really look at who we're giving our power to, who we're making authority in our life. You are the only authority of yourself. Your authority is your inner being, is your soul self. And that's who you want to give your power to. No one knows what's better for you than you. No one knows your soul agreements than you. You are the captain of your ship. Are you letting someone else drive your ship, steer your ship, drive your car? You are the captain of your ship. Do not apologize for being powerful. Do not apologize for being authentic. Do not apologize for choosing your path. Own your power. Steer your ship. Don't think anyone else knows better for you than you. And that's a powerful message here at this Pisces new moon. Now, another thing too is Mercury has moved on and is coupled with Saturn in Aquarius. This is about your future. Aquarius rules the future. With Saturn, this is about walking our talk and our agreements. So this is about contracts, any contract you're going to sign, any agreement you're going to make. Read the fine print. And it doesn't matter. Saturn doesn't care what we agree to, only that we follow through. Saturn punishes when we make a commitment or promise something and then don't deliver. That's when Saturn, the Saturn becomes the severe teacher. So it's very important that you look at your commitments. What are you committing to? What are you signing? And can you follow through on this? And are you reading the fine print? Are you looking at the details? Don't just yes everything when you only agree to half of it or 3/4 of it. Don't step over things. Negotiate. Fight for what's rightfully yours. Mars and Pluto are saying fight for it. And we want to follow through on what we're agreeing to and not commit more than what we can deliver. Then what's so cool is Venus and Mars are going to move into Aquarius. First, Mars moves in on March 6th at 1:23 a.m. Now, this is East Coast time I'm using, Eastern Standard Time. And then at 1:30, 7 minutes later, Venus follows Mars into Aquarius. On March 6th at 1:30 a.m., they are at 0 degrees Aquarius. That is igniting the Jupiter-Saturn 0 degree Aquarius that happened on winter solstice in December 2020. This is about the future. This is about long-term relationships, the commitments we make this year, the groups that we join, the friendships that we forge are going to have long-term consequences in our life. And that's why it's so important. Saturn saying, hey, whoever you're joining up with or whatever, new job, new opportunity, new relationship, really look at this. Really look at what's going on here. Make sure that there's no scams going on or that this person, how they present themselves, they are the real deal. That they're not phony baloney. Phony baloney that we have to cut through. So this is a really important time because on March 7th, Venus and Mars move into Aquarius. And that is about your future and love and partnership and relationships. And the relationships are not only personal, but they're also business relationships. The business relationships that you're forming. This is a phenomenal new moon. I really love this new moon. It's so exciting. And it's going to be anchoring in Jupiter's jackpot, opportunity, luck, sudden breakthroughs, sudden advancement, unexpected, friendship, love, prosperity, abundance, all of it. And with Pisces while we're in the Pisces cycle, up until March 19th, this is our time to focus on our visualizations. This is our time to dream, to daydream. Daydreaming is so important to our life. Meditating. You can be meditating while you're walking your dog. You can be meditating while you're doing the dishes. And while you're meditating, focus on what you want in your life, what you want to see in the world. Peace, prosperity, freedom, liberation. That's another thing that we have to look forward to. There is an air of freedom here in March. And the UK has just lifted all their mandates. Here in the States, we are beginning to lift the mandates. So we're beginning to bring back our freedoms, our way of life, which is so important to our vitality, to our economy, and to everyone who owns a business knows how important it is to keep the economy going, to keep the economy open, so we can flourish and prosper. And I get excited when we move the clocks ahead in the States. That will come on March 13th. We will move the clocks an hour ahead. I always feel like that's the beginning of spring, when we move the clocks ahead and we have an extra hour at sunset, and the days are getting longer, the sun is getting stronger, and there's so much to look forward to. There is so much opportunity here with this astrology and what is coming in for you. This new moon has passion, it has love, and it's all about you flourishing. So be patient, because if you don't see it in the cycle of Pisces, then you will begin to see it once that sun enters Aries, last 10 days of March, then in April and May and so forth. Things are really going to move forward and be accelerating and bringing in these new opportunities for you. And our job is to be in the space where we can receive what the universe wants to give to us. So we want to be in that space of receiving the new relationships, the new opportunities that are coming our way. And it's so exciting. So if you like this video, smash that like button. Let YouTube know you like these videos and you want more of these videos. And until next time, keep looking up.